Client rejectioner, send me the CV. Recruiter rebuttal 1. I will gladly send you his CV, I have his CV right here in front of me. Let me give you some more information about him. Recruiter rebuttal 2. With pleasure I will forward you his CV, can I make a suggestion, can we set up an exploratory interview, I will then forward you my candidate's CV, if you do not like what you see in his CV, then let me know and we can always cancel the meeting, if I have not heard from you, then I will take the meeting as confirmed. Recruiter rebuttal 3a. I have promised my candidate that I will keep his name anonymous and will only share his CV and his name once a confidential interview has been confirmed. 3b. Due to the executive level of my candidate and the industry, I have promised my candidate that I will keep his name anonymous and will only share his CV and his name once a confidential interview has been confirmed. 4. With pleasure, I will send you his CV, I have his CV right here in front of me, is there anything in particular that you would like to know about this candidate? Recruiter rebuttal 5. I will send you the CV with pleasure. What specifically will you be looking out for when you read the CV? Client rejection B. We are not recruiting at the moment, we are retrenching. Recruiter rebuttal 1. I am sorry to hear that. If you were looking for an engineering manager right now, would this be the kind of person that you would have in mind? Yes. What specifically interests you about this candidate? Recruiter rebuttal 2. I respect the fact that you are not recruiting at the moment and that is fine. Sometimes the ideal time to interview potential candidates is when in fact you are not pressurized to make any appointments. In this way, if you were to hire my candidate now or in 6 or 8 months from now, then your decision will be based on my candidate's merit, and not because you have an urgent requirement to fill because of a resignation or recent promotion. Recruiter rebuttal 3. I was not aware that you were recruiting. Meeting candidates on an exploratory basis is good business sense, and I find that the time invested by both parties is never a waste. It is a great opportunity for you to benchmark top talent with your current team and to understand what other companies are paying for experience. For my candidate, it is great interviewing experience, and will provide him with important information that will assist him in making the right career decision. 4. I was not aware that you were recruiting. We are living in times that are experiencing massive changes with very short notice. In an ever-accelerating business landscape, building an agile strategy and an inspired leadership team that is equipped for change and ready to execute is priority. Did you know that 76% of professionals that move because a position was initiated by a key decision maker? The role may only be a glint in the eye of a key decision maker who feels a changing coming on or is grappling with a problem. The solution may well be in the form of a person they have yet to meet or hear about. 5. I am sorry to hear that, when companies are retrenching, then often the people that they cannot afford to lose, resign, and they are then left with an urgent position to fill because of these unexpected resignations. For your own security, meet with my candidate on an exploratory basis. C. I am not the right person to speak, you must speak to human resources. 1. I understand that your human resource department handles recruitment. The candidate that I am representing is at an executive level and is of a highly sensitive nature that I can only speak to a decision maker. 2. Did you have a specific position in mind that I should discuss with human resources? I normally only speak to human resources when there is a position available. 3. Can I make a suggestion that you meet with my candidate on an exploratory basis? If after you have met with her and you have identified that there may be a need, I would gladly then make contact with human resources. If I give them a call now, and there is no position available, my call would then only have been wasted. 4. I will definitely speak to HR. I normally only speak to human resources when there is a position available. 75% of positions are filled because the decision maker identifies a person that can fill a need that the business has before a position is even discussed with human resources. D. We don't work with recruitment agencies. 1. That is interesting, may I ask the reason for this? 2. I would like to tell you why it is worth seeing my candidate on an exploratory basis, and Mr. Client, this does not incur a fee, unless you decided to employ my candidate. Meeting candidates on an exploratory basis is good business sense, and I find that the time invested by both parties is never a waste. It is a great opportunity for you to benchmark top talent with your current team and to understand what other companies are paying for experience. For my candidate, it is great interviewing experience, and will provide him with important information that will assist him in making the right career decision. Agency fees are too high. 1. I respect that you feel this way, and I understand that there are policies involved. I would like to tell you why this candidate is worth seeing on an exploratory basis, and missed a client that does not incur a fee. 2. I understand that it seems expensive to work through employment agencies, however, let me explain to you how we work. We work with our clients on a contingency basis. That means that you are only due a fee should you hire one of our candidates. There is no cost involved in just interviewing our candidate, which has huge benefits of its own. I don't have a position available for your candidate and would not want to waste his time. 1. Meeting candidates on an exploratory basis is good business sense, and I find that the time invested by both parties is never a waste. It is a great opportunity for you to benchmark top talent with your current team and to understand what other companies are paying for experience. For my candidate, it is great interviewing experience, and will provide him with important information that will assist him in making the right career decision. I don't have my diary with me at the moment. 1. That's fine. Do you have a personal assistant that manages your diary? I would be happy to confirm a suitable time with them directly. 2. That's fine. My candidate only has Friday or Monday afternoon available. I understand that you don't have your diary with you at the moment, however, can you recall if you have a gap on either of these afternoons that we can book tentatively? I will in the meantime forward you my candidate's CV, and then once you are in the office, you can confirm if this tentative time is in fact still available in your diary. I will be away for the next 2 weeks. 1. That is fine, we can schedule a meeting when you get back. How would the 29th look for you in the afternoon? That is 3 days after you are due back in the office. I will be overseas traveling, and then on my return I will be on leave for a month. 1. No problem. Do you have a second in command that you can trust to interview my candidate whilst you're away overseas and on leave? Additional questions to ask the client if you have not been able to close on an interview. 1. Do you know which companies in your industry, that is recruiting at the moment, that would be interested in my candidate? Client responds as says, yes, company ABC are recruiting. Excellent, thank you. And do you know the name of the decision maker at ABC company that I should be talking to? 2. Are there any positions we can help you with at the moment? 3. Are there any specific skills that you are always on the lookout for, that we can keep an eye open for you?